Tonight, we celebrate an industry defined by its collaborative spirit. The merit of the things we create depends on our ability to connect, to share ideas across borders of geography and discipline. For tonight, studios around the world contributed hundreds of thoughts, drawings, and sketches. The D.I.C.E Awards Beyond Borders starts here with an idea.
This is the 18th Annual D.I.C.E Awards. Please welcome your host, Pete Holmes!
Hello, everybody. How you doing? You feeling okay? Good to see you. How about a round of applause for that video? You guys had a hand in that. They outsourced all the drawings, and you guys just saw that. That was done by Noodle House. They did a great job. How about a round of applause for Noodle House, everybody? 1,000 drawings were used by you guys to make that video happen. 200 were used in that final shot alone. That was really beautiful. So welcome, everybody. This is exciting. This is the 18th Annual D.I.C.E Awards. I'm your host, Lesbian Val Kilmer. Bothers me that gets a laugh. I used to be able to say I look like Renee Zellweger when I smile, but she fucked that up for me. I don't know if you know what it feels like to be someone's before picture, but I shouldn't talk shit. She might be here. I have no idea what she looks like. Well, we're coming to you live from Las Vegas here at the beautiful Hard Rock Hotel, the only hotel that is so close to the airport it's actually classified as a terminal. Anybody getting a flight later? I don't know if you can tell, but I don't really feel like I belong in Vegas. I'm too, got like this goofy open face walking down the street. Oh, it's kind of a cool town, and I'm not a cool guy. I feel like there's millions and millions of different universes, each slightly different from the last, and this universe, the one we're all in together, is the only one where I'm not a youth pastor. Does that feel right to you? I shouldn't be hosting an award show. I should have a guitar like, who wants to rap about the Lord? Doesn't that feel? Although, to be honest, with this podium, I'm not used to doing stand-up at a podium. I feel like I should be in a cutscene from Wolfenstein, New Order, just like, you will laugh! Bring out the jokes! Little Hitler humor. I do love Vegas. I had an amazing night. I came in last night, a night early, saw an amazing show, had an amazing meal. Vegas isn't for everybody, though. Some people hate it. They call it an open sewer filled with alcohol, drugs, and prostitutes. Yep, some people love it, calling it an open sewer filled with alcohol, drugs, and prostitutes. We are here, of course, to honor one of my favorite things in all of the world, the video game industry. All the brilliant minds and creative genius are going to get their due tonight. You guys are so awesome. You can applaud for yourselves. I mean it is a greatly underappreciated art form, and it's time people knew about that, just like movies. And sure, they have credits at the end of films, just like in video games they also have credits, but the difference is in movies you can't press B to skip them. I've never been heckled with a laugh. You went, ha! I'll take it. It was better than silence on that one. Thank you very much. But that's what this is. This is like the Oscars, the Academy Awards for video games, and I'm so glad that this exists because, guys, video games are fucking better than movies. Applaud that. It is. You know this. We all know that to be true. It's a superior form of entertainment. Think about it. One video game like Warcraft or Dragon Age, these are great games, they'll entertain you for hundreds of hours, 100 hours at least. That Clooney Batman piece of shit, that couldn't hold my attention for 20 minutes. And games, they continue improving after you buy them. Patches with new levels and fixing bugs. Clooney Batman is fucking done. There's no update to get rid of those nipples on the suit. It's that way forever. Fuck that shit. And independent games, they're like independent movies, but they're better too. Because, that's right, I'm a big believer in independent games. They're wonderful this year. And it's easy to get them. You don't have to live in some cool neighborhood with like an art house theater if you want to play Monument Valley. It's just as easy to get that as it is to get Destiny. Independent film, you got to be in a cool area. You got to live in Manhattan. You got to know somebody with a beret to find the film. Otherwise, you're never going to see Sling Blade, and you're going to think Nightcrawler was a movie about one of the X-Men. Which I did. I was the only one in the theater like, when's it going to bamf? Jake Gyllenhaal does not bamf in that movie. Spoiler, I'm sorry. Playing Shadows of Mordor, one of my favorite games this year, that was, yeah. I don't want to be too divisive here. Playing Shadows of Mordor was a better Lord of the Rings experience than playing Hobbit, like watching the movie The Hobbit. It was better. It was a lot better. Of course it was. That game ruined the Hobbit trilogy for me. The whole time I was watching, just like, which one do I get to control? What button do I push to make this cutscene shorter? That's one of the games I played, obviously, Shadows of Mordor. It has the Nemesis system, which everybody's talking about, which means your enemies remember you. They remember that you attacked them. Basically, orcs are running around like, hey, isn't that the dick that stabbed me? Which means it's basically like a high school reunion. Everybody remembers everything. Lord knows I remember Dylan the wedgie giver. He called me man-filth. I also remember Donna the taker of virginity. She called me man-filth. Give me that ha. Thank you. I must have the laughs! The orc names in that game don't really give you any other options if you're an orc to, branch out and do anything else. I don't know if you guys played it, but Umlaut, the baby crusher, can't really leave Mordor. You got to run around with a club the rest of your life because your name is Baby Crusher. Can't really see that at the top of a resume. Just like, let's see, under special skills you put crushing babies. Oh, but you know QuickBooks. Welcome aboard. Because it's 1987. I appreciate video games very much. In fact, I have a joke in my stand-up act where I tell people, not you guys know, but a lot of people don't know all the work that goes into them. For example, anytime you hear a human voice in a video game, that was a human. That was a person. That's insane to most people. That somebody's job was to park their Prius at a sound studio, get a cup of weak tea, a music stand, just like, we rolling? We rolling? Phil? We good? Okay, let's go. Sonic boom! One take, nailed that shit. Let's move on. Hayuken! That was a man. That was a man screaming Hayuken. Video game voiceover, obviously, you all know, creates hundreds of jobs a year. More specifically, it creates hundreds of jobs a year for Troy Baker. You can clap for Troy. He's amazing. That dude is in everything. He was in BioShock, Last of Us, Infamous, Far Cry 4. I'm pretty sure he voiced Q*bert. Hard to read. In fact, he was nominated 3 times in the Voice Acting Award. That's 3 out of 5. Barely squeezing into the category for Call of Duty is 2-time Academy Award winner Kevin Spacey! That's right, Troy Baker made 2-time Academy Award winner Kevin Spacey the fucking underdog. He's so good, in fact, tonight, this isn't my voice. I am being voiced by Troy Baker. He made kind of a weird choice. This is a little high and effeminate, but he's sticking with it. I played a lot of mobile games this year, too. Great mobile games. I love mobile games because I love going to brunch, but I hate human connection. Some of my favorites are 80 Days. Obviously, 80 Days, great game. And you can applaud. Yeah, you worked hard on this stuff. Another great mobile game was Threes. You guys did it right, man. You put an exclamation point in the title. You can't not be happy when you're saying that. Threes! If you're like, what are you playing? I'm playing Threes. No, you're not, asshole. You're playing Threes! More of you guys should do this. Assassin's Creed! Just do it. There's nothing to stop you. Mario Kart! Just do it. Should have stopped at Assassin's Creed. You got the premise, and we're moving on. On my phone, I think maybe my favorite mobile game is probably Tinder. I mean, the graphics are amazing. You can really see the loneliness in their eyes. And if you finish it, never mind. I also have an emulator. I'm a big fan of old school video games, as I'm assuming all of you are. I've been playing Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, Final Fight. You remember these games? These are some of the great games that brought us where we are. I love these games. And I've been playing them all, these side-scrollers, and remembering, I keep cracking myself up at the following idea. A character from one of those games going to the doctor. If you stay with me, I promise you'll like it. Can you imagine Hagar from Final Fight going to the doctor? Just like the doctor being like, how's it going, Hagar? He's like, oh, pretty good. Pretty good. What have you been up to? Well, I've just been fighting. Fighting? What kind of fighting? Oh, regular. Just, left to right. Bunch of little guys, easy guys, and like one big guy, fighting. And why are you here today? Well, I'm not feeling good. My stomach feels bad. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your diet? What have you been eating? I don't think that's it. Just humor me. Just tell me what you eat on a normal day. All right, it's a waste of time. Like an apple. Like I'll find an apple. What do you mean you'll find an apple? You mean you'll go to the store and select an apple? Is that what you mean? No. I'll be fighting, and, I'll hit a barrel, and the barrel will blink a few times and disappear. A barrel. And right there on the dirty, dirty ground, there'll be an apple, and I'll go over and press punch and eat that in one bite. That'll get me about a third of the way there. You eat ground apples? Yeah, well, I don't call them ground apples, but yeah, apples on the ground, yeah. Anything else? Oh, yeah. Fully cooked rotisserie chickens. Oh, that's a good bit. I don't normally have to end it by going, that's a good bit. But today I will. I haven't done it in a while, and it just made me smile. In closing, I'm sure you guys get this a lot, but I'd love to pitch you some games that I would like to see. if you don't mind. I know that's probably annoying, but hear me out. I think you might like some of them. We have graphics for them as well. The first one I'd like to pitch to you is Super Mario Half Brothers Awkward Family Barbecue. I'd like to see that, a little more nuance, you know? It's the tension cooking the dogs in that one. We also have another one. This is a no-brainer to me, Mormon Combat. Come on. Convert him. Come on. It's right there. It's a huge market. Next up, I thought you might like Dr. Mario Gyno Edition. Game audiences are sophisticated. That's appropriate. Why is Luigi there? That's what I want to see ya. That might be my favorite, but we have a couple more. Grand Theft Auto Canada. Sure, you can borrow it. It's just a friendly game. Just friendly, happy people lending each other cars and giving rides. Next up, Duck Hunt, Shootable Dog. Would one of you fucking make this game, please? He's been snickering at me for years. Next we have one of my favorites, Marvel versus Seinfeld. You're running out of things to merge. Just go into the sitcom world. I think that'd be better. And of course, we have great Lego video games based on hit movies. I think we should do Lego Human Centipede. No, you should clap for that. Clap for that. And clap for me, everybody. I'm your host. I'll be here all night. You're an amazing crowd. You ready to have fun today? You really are great. Thank you for being here and presenting our first award, everybody. We have the man who helped dream up a world controlled by evil Kevin Spacey and his taller friend, a much cuddlier demagogue. Please welcome Sledgehammer's Glenn Schofield and the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, Martin Ray. Everybody.
Well, hello, Martin. How are you?
Good.
Good to be up here with you.
I get the envelope today.
Yeah, you do. Well, you know, if you want to sweep players away up in an epic adventure, you need to tell a great story. Doesn't matter what story, but it's got to come from you.
Case in point, this year's most thrilling adventures included expansions of beloved literary universes, a sequel in an addictive game series, a historical reimagining, and an unforgettable paranormal mystery.
These stories could not be more different, but these games couldn't be more deserving. Here are the nominees for Adventure Game of the Year.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are Infamous Second Son, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Valiant Hearts The Great War, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, The Wolf Among Us,
Let's get this open here. Let's figure it out. And the winner is Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
Wow, this is incredible. I'd first like to start by thanking the Academy for this honor and privilege, the members of the committee that nominated us for this award, the members of the Academy that voted for us. I'd also like to thank Monolith, all the employees of Monolith that worked hard for years on this game. Michael Platter, obviously. I'd like to thank all the friends and families of everyone who sacrificed, while all those employees were working so hard. The employees of Warner Interactive, our awesome parent company and publisher, I'd also like to thank, the fans, obviously. The fans, that's why we do this. It's for the fans. Many third parties helped us. I can't name them all, but we had a ton of help. Anybody who's played the game, there's 12 minutes of credits. Everybody in the credits I would love to name, but I think that would be ridiculous, so I can't do that. Say something.
No, that covered pretty much everyone, and whoever did this amazing picture of Gandalf playing our game as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now, a special announcement from the Academy. Thank you for joining us for the 18th Annual D.I.C.E Awards, a celebration of the very best interactive entertainment has to offer. We'd like to take a quick moment to give you a peek behind the curtain. All titles nominated this evening play on commercial platforms and are publicly available either in-store or through digital download. Every award given out tonight has been peer evaluated. For each category, there is a panel made up of individuals with experience in each respective field of craft or genre category. These dedicated individuals play every title submitted and vote to determine the finalists. Then, through our certified voting process, the finalists in each category are presented to over 30,000 active members of the Academy in order to select the winners. Thanks to all of you in this room tonight, our industry continues to evolve quicker than any other. In terms of story, technology, innovation, and new experiences, all eyes are on us. Your nominations and victories this evening are well earned. On behalf of the President of the Academy, the Board of Directors, and all Academy members, congratulations and thank you for being so extraordinary.
He's one of the creators of Doom, Wolfenstein, and Quake. She's one of the creators of the Wizardry series and currently has 2 games of her own in the National Museum of Play. Please welcome Brenda and John Romero.
Everybody. Trust us, not everyone in a family has the exact same taste. That's why family games are required to provide a little something for everyone.
When it came to conveying that variety of age-defined stimulation, education, and collaboration, no one was better than these nominees for Family Game of the Year.
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes 2.0 Edition, Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, Little Big Planet 3, Project Spark, Skylanders Trap Team,
All right, and the winner is in this envelope, if I can get it open. It's really sealed. Hang on a second here. Trying not to destroy it for the people who are getting the envelope. I destroyed your envelope, whoever you are. I'm sorry. And the winner is Little Big Planet 3.
All right.
Well, the dev teams in Europe, on behalf of Small Digital, Media Molecule, and Worldwide Studio Europe XDev guys, I accept this. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Cappy Games, Nathan Vella, and Phenomena's own Robin Haneke.
Y'all, Nathan and I are here to present 2 awards tonight, Mobile Game of the Year and Handheld Game of the Year. These 2 distinct categories contain 10 just as distinct nominees.
So the nominees for Mobile Game of the Year could be described as everything from ethereal to intricate to delightful to puzzling and delightful and also intricate.
And the experience of playing these amazing games could be described as engaging, engrossing, and award-worthy. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are 80 Days, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Kingdom Rush Origins, Monument Valley, Threes,
Who is going to win?
I don't know.
And the winner of the mobile award goes to
Every awesome game.
Ripping Envelope.
Waiting.
Holy cow, this is quite the process. I swear I will open it in 2 seconds.
Just drawing it out for you guys,
Yeah.
trying to make it entertaining.
Hearthstone.
And gnomes, goblins and gnomes, all possible brilliant, but you would never know. Everything they seem to make is faulty or
Wow, thank you. So Hamilton, Jason, Eric, those guys couldn't be here tonight. They're out there working on new content for the Hearthstone community. Thank you to the members of the Academy. Thank you to all of you. The development team worked really hard on this. We're very proud of what they've done. And I just want to say a big thank you to our community of 25 million Hearthstone players. Thank you.
Award number 2.
Award number 2. These equally amazing games include an adventure across dimensions, an RPG in a watercolor world, a venerable fighting franchise, a reason to give into the rhythm, and some serious 8-bit action.
Those games are the nominees for Handheld Game of the Year.
The nominees for Handheld Game of the Year are Bravely Default, Child of Light, Shovel Knight, Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS, Theater Rhythm, Final Fantasy Curtain Call.
And the winner is...
You like pre-rip the envelope.
You know what?
Robin.
I iterate to success. It's my job.
You're too smart.
There we go. The winner is Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS.
Thank you very much for the voting members of the Academy. On behalf of Nintendo, our teams in Japan, our teams in America, I'm very honored. Thank you very much.
All right. If things weren't swanky enough for you already, try this on for size. It is time to hand out the first of tonight's 2 Pioneer Awards. To do so, please welcome the only presenter this evening who is made entirely of hemp, Chief Creative Director of Electronic Arts, Rich Hilleman, everybody. Rich!
Every year it gets harder to come out here. In the beginning, there was the ball and the paddles. Tonight we celebrate the men who brought us Pong. As I drive home from work every day, I pass a sign that says Ampex. And this is maybe the original Silicon Valley company, famously invested in by Bing Crosby. There's a laundry list of early companies from Silicon Valley that started with its alumni and it also produced Al. It's impossible to overstate what Pong has meant to us. At one point, a company, an art form, the concept of a video game, the concept of a coin-operated multiplayer game were all called Pong. We are in the Pong business. If you don't think it started here, take a closer look and look at the innovations that Al brought to the form. Ball acceleration, spin, perfectly crafted game timing, and controls were the key to making the concept of computer games the qualities of art. Al's work wasn't done. He contributed to a number of other luminary products and companies over the next 20 years. Recently, he has focused most of his attention on transferring that love of technology and invention to a new generation of kids. Hack the Future is producing the next generation of great game makers who are coming to take your job. Let's see what Al's been up to.
Our insatiable appetite for video games started with a single sound. In the late 1960s, this was our future. And one high school kid was already taking it apart. Al Alcorn's fascination with engineering would take him to UC Berkeley, pursuing his education in computer science. When Dabney and Bushnell formed Atari, they turned to Alcorn to become employee number 3.
Our parents were not totally pleased putting a good job at Ampex to go off and start a crazy company making video games, something that didn't exist. He offered me $1,000 a month salary and 10% of the stock, and I figured the stock would be worthless.
At Atari, Bushnell would assign a learning project to hone Alcorn's skills.
I needed a learning project, the simplest game you could think of. What I found out later was a training exercise.
And Pong was born. After 3 months, the game was finished, and people loved it.
Very, very clever inventions of how to make a spot move on a TV screen with very, very few components.
Pong and Pong clones were everywhere. We had developed a taste for gaming and wanted more.
We sold $1 million worth of stuff in the first year. Can you imagine? And this is 1973. And I'm out of Berkeley as an anarchist, and we just made $1 million in sales. That's a big number. At that point, it was crazy time.
Al continues to develop new ideas and help foster young minds to do the same. He has always led the way, engineering our future in ways great and small.
I've only insisted on having my picture taken with one person in this industry, and it was Al. I've been lucky enough to present a few of these on behalf of the Academy, but it's hard to beat this. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pioneer Award winner, Al Alcorn.
So 43 years ago, when I started that project, I had no idea that this would happen. I was the last person. I remember coming home telling my wife, Nolan Bushnell is crazy. He wants to build 100 machines a day. We got no money, no manufacturing, and he did it. So anyway, I want to thank the Academy, but I also have to thank Nolan Bushnell, because he was the crazy man that inspired me or commanded me to do the stuff that I was sure I couldn't do and it wouldn't make any sense. He and Ted Dabney had the courage to hire me, and partly because I was cheap too. I didn't cost much. It's $1,000 a month. So, but anyhow, thank you so much. This is a great honor. I really appreciate it.
All right, everybody, it is time for our first montage of the evening. No, it's not me trying on sexy, sexy outfits. Thank you. I will take it. These packages throughout the show will display nominees and winners in several categories at once, and although these winners aren't giving an acceptance speech on stage, we ask that they take the time to go into the green room afterwards and record a speech for the folks at home. Should they refuse, this is the video that will play instead.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you. Be gentle. Thank you so much. You found more? They got in the flour.
Yeah, so you've been warned. So, okay, for a video game to be great, it requires incredible visuals. For anyone who doubts that, I submit to you that the first word in video game is video. Case closed. This first montage honors all the animators, artists, and technical wizards behind the look of all the year's best warriors, soldiers, and actual wizards. I've been told they're called mages, but I don't give a shit. Behold the nominees and winners for Outstanding Achievement in Visual Arts.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Animation are Assassin's Creed Unity, Infamous Second Son, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, and the winner is Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and Monolith Productions. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Assassin's Creed Unity, Monument Valley, Sunset Overdrive, Valiant Hearts: The Great War, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and the winner is Monument Valley by Us Two. The nominees for Outstanding Technical Achievement are Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare, Far Cry 4, Infamous Second Son, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Sunset Overdrive, and the winner is Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and Monolith Productions.
Give it up for all the nominees and the winners as well. Now please welcome Nexon's Min Kim and Nerdist newswoman Jessica Schobach.
If what we played was based solely on the badassness of words, you really can't beat our nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay.
Check out these attention grabbers: Duty, Destiny, Elite, Dangerous. Pretty much the only lame word on this entire list is of, and that comes before Warcraft and Tanks, so we'll give it a pass.
Clearly, these dynamic titles won over a lot of players who declared these games the best internet field experiences around this year.
You know, I was on the internet this year.
Cool. Here are our nominees.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay are Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Elite Dangerous. Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition.
And the winner is Destiny! Activision Publishing! Woo!
So first off, I want to thank all of our fans. Your response to Destiny has been tremendous. We're listening to you. We learn from you every day. Your passion has been an inspiration to us every day. I also want to thank the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences for making this conference and these awards possible. It's an honor to be a part of it all. But of course, I want to thank and congratulate the whole team back at Bungie and the folks behind me here. It's an extraordinary team. I can truly say through my whole life I've never worked with a smarter, more creative and hardworking bunch of people. And they really put their life into this game. And especially congratulations to our server team who worked their butts off to make this game stand up and stay up. It's been a privilege to be on the journey with you. I want to thank our publisher, of course, Activision. And then personally, I want to thank my wife and daughter who are watching this live streaming right now. Thanks for your support. I couldn't have done this without you. Thanks, everybody.
Please welcome the Chief Creative Officer and co-founder of Cloud Imperium Games Corporation, Chris Roberts, and the CEO, founder, and creative director of Portalarium, AIAS Hall of Famer, Richard Garrett.
Good evening. We'll be presenting 2 awards tonight. The first is role-playing / massively multiplayer game of the year.
One could argue that every game asks you to play a role, be that a trans-dimensional plumber, a bubble-bobbing dinosaur, or a female yellow circle / ghost murderer.
What made these roles cast in these revolutionary games so special were not the roles themselves, but rather the depth that was achievable once players fully immersed themselves in their characters.
These games contain more character development and richer rewards than any of the year's best films. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for role-playing and massively multiplayer game of the year are The Banner Saga, Bravely Default, Divinity Original Sin, Dragon Age Inquisition.
It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor.
All right. And the winner is, let's see if I manage to try and pre-open it properly. Here we go. Winner is Dragon Age, the Inquisition.
So thank you for the Academy for this honor. But really this is about the fans. Their passion is what allows us to create games like Dragon Age Inquisition that allow a team to work as hard as this team has worked for as long as they worked on this game. So thank you to the team, thank you to the fans, and just thank you for all of your support. Hopefully you'll hear more from us. Thanks a lot.
Well, you know, while those games had better characters that many stories on the silver screen had, these games have much steeper rising action. These nominees for Strategy and Simulation Game of the Year were all about meticulous planning and precise tactics on a long road to ultimate victory.
Quote the A-Team, it's always nice when a plan comes together, especially in the form of outstanding games like these. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are Boom Beach, Dungeon of the Endless, Endless Legend, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Sid Meier's Civilization, Beyond Earth.
And the winner for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year is... Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.
I can help you with that.
Only strength can assure total dominance.
Awesome. Thank you so much again. You know, it's great to see Hearthstone embraced by the community as such a competitive platform. The esport stuff is really important to everything that we do. It really helps us reach more people and show people how important games are and what they can do. And so thank you to everyone. Thank you to the community. Thanks to our fans. Thanks.
All right. Hey, remember just about a minute ago where I was out here telling you that the visuals are the most important thing to a video game? Well, I'm starting to think that that was a load of shit. I mean, have you seen this next montage? It honors the year's best music, voices, dialogue, and sound design of the year. I'm not a doctor, but that stuff's pretty important too. See for yourself. It's my pleasure to present this year's nominees and winners for Outstanding Achievement in Music and Cinematic Arts.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition are Destiny, Far Cry 4, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, Transistor, and the winner is Destiny by Activision Publishing Inc. and Bungie. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design are Assassin's Creed Unity, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Far Cry 4, Valiant Hearts, The Great War. And the winner is Destiny by Activision Publishing Inc. and Bungie. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
You are banished from death. A curse binds us together.
South Park, The Stick of Truth.
We still control the universe.
This War of Mine.
We were a group. We would do anything.
Valiant Hearts, The Great War. The Wolf Among Us.
Big P, did one of us do this?
And the winner is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and Monolith Productions. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Jonathan Irons.
When the military has no use for good men like you.
Far Cry 4, Pagan Min.
But you have been a naughty little shit, haven't you?
Infamous First Light, Abigail Fetch Walker.
I can't do this alone.
Infamous Second Son, Delson Rowe.
Nope, can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Talion.
Then how do we break this curse?
And the winner is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Talion by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and Monolith Productions.
Where am I to lead this army of mine?
All right, amazing stuff. Another round of applause, please, for the winners and those nominated. And okay, if you're keeping track at home, and I know some of you are, you know there is still one more Pioneer Award to hand out, which means I get to reintroduce one of my favorite cast members from that '70s show, Rich Hilleman. Everybody, Rich!
Sometimes things are just that simple. Ralph Baer invented the video game console and has the patent to prove it. He had a unique vision of a machine that would deliver new and engaging experiences to televisions that dominated American living rooms. More than anyone I know, he made it happen. And he didn't just stop there. He also originated the first video game portfolio: baseball, football, hockey, soccer, haunted house, alien invasion, submarine, shootout, interplanetary voyage. Not only does this list represent an original of nearly every game I've ever worked on, but its descendants still dominate the console gaming charts today. Ralph originated features that are fundamental to our DNA. Paddle and joystick controls, instant replay, high scores, and many other innovations flourished in the garden that he created. Oh yeah, there's this little game called table tennis too. A two-player masterpiece that taught us more about game design than any single game before or since. There was one more game on that second Odyssey cartridge, and it was called Simon Says. Simon went on to become the most successful portable video game gaming system of the '70s. Ralph won't be on this stage tonight in person, but every pixel of every game that we create and celebrate this morning, or this evening, is a part of Ralph's enduring light.
Ralph Baer was the visionary giant of the video game industry, ushering in amazing innovation and vision. He created a digital canvas where interactive dreams happen. As Ralph grew up, a bold new technology grew as well. Televisions went from rudimentary mechanical devices to more impressive electronic models. In 1951, where some saw a box, a tool for passive entertainment and communication, Ralph saw more.
The concept was to have ordinary people in their homes interact with a television set.
His dreams wouldn't see reality until 1966, when given a small amount of money and the assistance of two engineers. They would develop the Brown Box, named after the brown tape they wrapped the device in to simulate wood veneer.
I had Bill Harrison, who came on in May of '67. I had him go out and buy a plastic gun, not for a video game, but for a quiz game. Pretty soon I looked at that gun and I said, hey, we could use this gun to shoot at the screen. You put a single spot on the screen and bingo.
It was licensed to Magnavox in 1971. He developed the first light gun and game for home use, sold as Shooting Gallery, and became the Magnavox Odyssey. It sold over 325,000 units, an impressive start to console home gaming. After developing home interactive gaming, he co-developed 3 popular electronic standalone games: Simon, Super Simon, and Maniac. He held over 150 patents in his name. His work will be celebrated forever. He was the father of video games and the father of generations of gamers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my supreme pleasure to present the 2015 Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Pioneer Award to Ralph BAER. Accepting on his behalf is his son, Mark.
Sorry, I'd be remiss if I didn't make a few comments here. I thought I'd be a little bit more together before I saw that video, but let's see if we can get through it. It was a beautiful video. This is the first award that I've accepted either with him or on his behalf without him being here. It's just a little bit hard. But the first thing I want to do is, of course, thank the Academy. This is a very big deal. There's been the National Medal of Technology, Inventors Hall of Fame, IEEE Awards, and this one's a big one. And it's a big one because it represents recognition from the industry and recognition from all the things that came from that little black and white movie that you saw from 1969. And I personally want to thank Debbie Chen, John Wee, Martin Ray. They kind of held my hand, got me here, walked me through it. And that was important, not only so I got here, but so I knew what I was doing. But I also want to give you thanks from and on behalf of my dad. Obviously, he can't be here today. Oh, hold on, because I asked him earlier today if he could give me a call and tell me what I'm supposed to say when I'm up here. Hold on. Okay, Dad. Okay. All right, fine. All right, here's what he told me. What the hell am I doing up here right now? It should be him, and it really should be him. And I wish it was him. But what you are looking at is at least one connection to the past. That 1969 video was a machine that we played in the home through the mid to late 1960s. I can remember sitting in his bedroom, a bedroom I was in just 2 weeks ago, reminiscing about this as this was approaching. And we played a game. I played with my brother. Of course, I beat him. I'm here to talk about this, so I beat him. But so you think about the millions, if not billions of times that has been repeated throughout history. So I'm the quintessential example of somebody who was basically born on third base, woke up to think he hit a triple. The bottom line is I was very lucky, very blessed, and very honored, not just to be here today, but to be Ralph's son. It was odd, but I had a dream, and I don't have these too many dreams, the other day, and I was walking with my dad, and I told him I was coming here, and I asked him, you know, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? And his response was, look, son, don't make me come down there, all right? And so hopefully he has come down here, actually, and hopefully he's watching today. So if we could do one thing, which would make me very happy, and hopefully it'll make him very happy, knowing that he's the sui generis, the kernel, the start, the beginning of what this has all become. If on 3 we could say, thank you, Ralph, I would be eternally grateful, and hopefully he's watching and he'd be eternally grateful. So can we do that? Is that okay? Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Ralph. All right, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, AIAS Hall of Famer and PS4 lead architect, Mark Cerny.
First of all, let me say the legendary Ralph BAER is a tough act to follow. In Ralph's era, gaming innovation was broader. Essentially, A big innovation of that time was inventing video games themselves. Now today, gaming's innovations are less broad, but no less important. Everyday designers are making new things possible in games, and the ripples of their new ideas are felt throughout the industries year in and year out. Here are some of the more seismic innovations of the last 12 months. Let's take a look at the nominees.
The nominees for Outstanding Innovation in Gaming are Destiny, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Monument Valley, Project Spark,
And the winner is Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
It's obviously super humbling getting an award for innovation after all of those, what we've seen preceding us, and very much everything that we did is, so much built on the shoulders and the ideas of things that have come before, including many from people actually in the room here. So thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So throughout the years, sports games, racing games, and fighting games were all wish fulfillment, at least for me. I know, like NBA Jam let me realize my wish of getting to dunk on Bill Clinton. Gran Turismo let me live out the fantasy of owning a car that would actually impress a woman. And though I'm not a violent person, I appreciate fighting games for letting me feel like a petite, muscular Asian girl, if only for 3 minutes. These are the genre games that helped make dreams come true this year.
The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are FIFA 15, Madden NFL 15, MLB 14, The Show, NBA 2K 15, and the winner is FIFA 15 by Electronic Arts Inc. and FIFA Development Team, EA Canada. The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are Forza Horizon 2, Mario Kart 8, The Crew, and the winner is Mario Kart 8 by Nintendo. The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are Guilty Gear Xrd, Nidhogg, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and the winner is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U by Nintendo and Sora Limited Bandai Namco Games Inc., Bandai Namco Studios Inc.
One last big round of applause for all the winners and nominees in the final montage. Claps. Now we go from claps to caps talking about apps. That's my favorite intro of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, AIAS board member Mike Capps.
Hey guys, wow, that was good. Each year we gather to honor the legends of game development and the year's games that have pushed the bounds of our art form. This year the Academy has created a new award that we might also look to the technological innovations that have driven our industry. Tonight, on behalf of the Academy, I am super pleased to present the inaugural Technical Impact Award to Apple for the App Store. They deserve it. It's this big computer company, you might have heard of them. All right. In under a decade, the App Store has simply revolutionized the games industry, impacting every phase of our product lifecycle, how gamers play, and when they play, and where they play, how they find games, how they share them, how they pay for games, or don't pay for games and then pay later for games when their base gets attacked by some jerk, and then their wife gets really mad at them about the phone bill, and then it's not like she never paid to win a Candy Crush, so it's totally cool, but okay. So anyway, the number of games and variety of games in our industry has skyrocketed. Thousands of new games, and what that means is thousands of new game studios, and they have the opportunity to share their creative vision on a totally open market. And as a gamer and as a game developer, and not so long ago a computer science professor, I love this. I'm delighted to see how the App Store has democratized game development and game distribution. And while we're here to celebrate their impact on gaming, I mean, that's what's really important, they span so many other industries as well. If you think of how your D.I.C.E. Las Vegas experience has changed, right? There's apps now for booking a restaurant, for hailing a limo, for finding a chapel, for meeting new people, for sharing pictures of what just happened, for hiring a divorce lawyer. It's all on the App Store. But let's be clear, what really matters, Apple, wherever you are, I'm sure there's a very nice table with you there. Games, there you are. I love you. You've really a lot. Games make up like 70% of the revenue on the App Store and like 99% of the new products on the App Store. So as far as I'm concerned, this right here is a mobile video gaming console. I mean, it also plays music and has a calculator, and you can call your lawyer and all that stuff, some other bells and whistles. It's almost like a next generation Engage. And thanks to the App Store, is it too soon? Thanks to the App Store, I'm never going anywhere without it. So congratulations to Apple and all the visionaries behind the App Store. You did just what you set out to do. You made a ding in our universe. And for that, we thank you. Let's take a look.
The newly created Technical Impact Award celebrates unique innovations that contribute to ongoing progress of interactive media and achievements with the power to expand and redefine the industry. Opening with 552 apps in 2008 with the launch of the iPhone 3G, the App Store has left an industry-changing mark on the world, engineering the seamless marriage of devices and services, democratizing content distribution, and generating an entirely new landscape for game developers. The App Store has created and smashed records over the past 7 years and now offers more than 1.4 million apps to iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch users. To date, App Store developers have earned a cumulative $25 billion from the sale of apps and games. Here are just a few of the so many standout titles that have powered the App Store and helped redefine the way in which we create and consume content. First Technical Impact Award goes to the Apple App Store.
Here to accept the 2015 Technical Impact Award is Greg Joswiak, Apple's Vice President of iPhone and iOS Product Marketing. Come on up, sir. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. This is an amazing honor. I just want to thank on behalf of everybody at Apple, I want to thank the Academy for this because it really is something. As you know, we don't come out often, but we came out for this. 7 years ago, we were creating something that we knew was new, it was completely unique, but I would be lying to you if I told you that we knew it would be anywhere near as big. It is impacting to all of our lives in this room. It's just gigantic. And the App Store has forever changed software development, software distribution, because it levels the playing field between the big developers and the small developers. Anyone with a great idea and a willingness to make it real in the form of an app and a willingness to follow our really crisp guidelines can make it real and make it successful. The success of the App Store, it really is tied to this incredibly diverse developer community we have. They make it happen with their incredible apps, their amazing games, and it's because the games are so much fun and addictive. From casual to educational until, as you said, the fact that we have immersive 3D gaming where we have console gaming power in our pockets. And users love them, and they do pay for them. Because as you said, we now have already rung up over $25 billion paid out to you guys, paid out to developers for apps and games. $10 billion last year alone, which I think somebody wrote the other day, and I wrote it, assume it's true, that we're now bigger than Hollywood and Hollywood movies. So it's just huge. And I guess this is a testament that it's anytime you have great ideas, great products, great services come together, it's the magic that can happen that really does spark imagination and fuel creativity. So again, thank you for honoring us. Thanks for honoring the App Store. And thank you guys for making it the success that it is, because it wouldn't have happened without you. So thank you very much.
Presenting our next award, please welcome the man behind the upcoming release, The Order 1886, Ready at Dawn's Rue Virasuria, and the woman behind Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and the building of Ubisoft Toronto, Jade Raymond.
I don't think you strutted enough.
Oh, I should have strutted. They told us to strut.
Introducing these badass nominees, we could talk about a lot of things. We could talk about tearing it up inside a Titan, or protecting Earth's last city. We could talk about Pagan Min, or Death Shed, or even Kevin Spacey.
But I say the time for talk is over. Now it's time for action. Here are the nominees for Action Game of the Year.
The nominees for Action Game of the Year are Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Far Cry 4, Titanfall, Wolfenstein: The New Order,
And the winner is...
FYI, I was just asked not to come here and look good next to Jade, so I'm trying as hard as I can.
Destiny.
Thank you, everyone, from the whole team at Bungie. We're very proud and grateful, and thank you for this honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and founder of Insomniac Games, Ted Price.
When most of us hear the word sprite, we think fondly back to those first 2D images that helped birth our industry. But the word sprite is actually derived from the French word for spirit. And it certainly takes a great deal of spirit and courage to develop non-traditional IP. Small development teams, whether considered indies or sometimes part of a larger group, are the brave souls who dare to take our industry in new, unexpected directions. They often operate without a safety net, virtual daredevils whose magical creations consistently redefine the art form we call video games. Let's take a look at the nominees for the first annual D.I.C.E Sprite Award.
The nominees for the D.I.C.E Sprite Award are The Banner Saga, Hohokam, Monument Valley, Threes, Transistor,
and the winner is Transistor.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the 12 of us who made Transistor, we'd like to thank our fans, the platforms that help us get the games out there, the small teams that came before us that inspired us to start our company, and our parents. Thanks a lot.
One's the Supreme Commander behind Supreme Commander. The other is Tetris's Master Builder. Please welcome Chris Taylor and Alexei Pajitnov.
Conceptualizing a game is a very romantic process, filled with just the right amount, the right mix of big ideas and inconceivable detail. But any grand notions we have are always going to remain hypothetical without a great design team.
And these are the people who make this happen, level by level. These are nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Design are Dungeon of the Endless, Far Cry 4, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Titanfall,
All right, and the winner is...
The winner is Shadow of Mordor.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you very much again. This one is definitely for each and every person on the team, and because design is absolutely the the combination of everybody's individual contributions and the result of such an amazing team effort. So thank you, Monolith.
How you doing, everybody? It's time for the last two awards of the night. That's why I ask. And here to present them is last year's big winner, the man who asked, sure, there are a lot of zombie games, but are they upsetting enough? He made Last of Us, and last year you declared him the best of you. This man proudly represents a company that sounds like it was named by my aunt, who doesn't like to use the word pervert. Please welcome, from Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann, everybody. Neil!
Thank you for that. Great direction starts with a strong vision. A course is set and often adjusted and readjusted for a group of very talented engineers and artists towards creating a unique and new experience. In a medium that encapsulates all of the popular arts, an infinite combination of moving images, sounds, and interactivity, great direction is often defined not only by what is created, but by what is consciously left out. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are Lumino City, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Monument Valley, Never Alone: Kisima Inichuna, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter,
Hold on. Here we go. And the winner is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Wow. When it rains, it pours, I guess. At Monolith, we have a very special senior management team, and we actually direct the game as kind of a cabal. There's 5 members, and we're known as the vision holders, is what the name I came up with for the group. And the team, they didn't like that name, so they changed it to the V-holes. So this is for the V-holes. And one person in particular that couldn't make it here tonight that I want to call out is Michael Forgy. I wish you were here for Forgy! Thank you, thank you.
All right, last one. We're not only game makers here, but, and this word has gotten a bad rep lately, we're gamers. Whether for our enjoyment, for escape, or for research, we play a lot of games every year. There's no one that can understand the effort that's required to create and bring a game to life like a fellow game developer, which is why there's nothing quite like knowing that out of everything your peers have played this year, in their collective mind, your baby was the best. Here are the nominees for Game of the Year.
The nominees for Game of the Year are Destiny, Dragon Age Inquisition, Far Cry 4, Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.
Nights of death and abominations! Cleaving your bits for new creations!
Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
And the game of the year is Dragon Age Inquisition.
Wow, I didn't really think it was going to go this way.
No. We were just saying we really hope the Monolith guys had Fitbits on because they're walking up and down so much.
Thanks to everyone in the Academy, all the voting members who thought that we deserve this honor. It's incredibly humbling, as was said, that the people in the industry think that this was the best game of the year. That's the kind of thing that makes us keep doing this.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You don't spend a lot of time when you're working on a game like Dragon Age or any of these games thinking about moments like this. You spend them investing all of your time and energy in games like this and trying to get it done. And so to stand up here is just a dream come true. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
That's the show, everybody. Thank you so much. A round of applause for yourselves for being a wonderful audience and for being a part of such a wonderful industry. Have fun at the Vanity tonight. Remember, drink responsibly. There's no autosaves or checkpoints in real life. Good night, everybody.